Hello, everybody. Hello, folks. Richard here. I've had a decent enough day. I went to a friend's house and hung out with her and her cat, um, Mr. Wiggs. So, my friend is noticeably um, neurodivergent as well, and it comes across in her voice. And I was thinking, which ways do I come across? Because Um, for whatever people have problems, there's quite a lot of people who have problems that are more approachable than me. Now, what I really want to get into, let's leave the old schizophrenic stuff aside. We all get it, Richard. You're a mystic that has mystical experiences and sees things others don't see. Now, let's really get into, am I autistic? So I'm going to open up a browser here, like I've done, and I'll do a autistic spectrum online questionnaire. Autism spectrum questionnaire online. Free autism test. Let's get this done. Let's get down to business and actually find if I am autistic, if that's a good word to describe me, and what it means for everybody. So, how choose how accurately each statement reflects you. Goes from strongly disagree to strongly agree. I find it hard to understand what others are thinking or feeling. Disagree. I prefer to follow a routine and deal with unexpected changes. Strongly agree. I enjoy social interactions and making new friends. Neutral. I often focus intensely on specific topics of interest. Strongly agree. I find it easy to make small talk with strangers. Strongly disagree. I have a strong preference for activities with clear rules and structure. Agree. I frequently notice details that others miss. Neutral. I feel uncomfortable maintaining eye contact during conversations. Strongly disagree. I struggle to understand sarcasm or indirect communication. Strongly disagree. I can see through what people are saying through sarcasm or indirect double meanings. Get them away from me. Never a good sign. Never. That's not too strong an agreement, but it's an agree. Next, and this is quite long. We're only at step 3 of 20, so you're gonna sit here for the long haul. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure we'll have wee skippy numbers at the bottom if you want to see. I enjoy engaging in group conversations and social gatherings. Disagree. I have difficulty understanding jokes or humor that involve wordplay. Disagree. I prefer solitary, well, straight away, strongly agree. I get upset if my daily routine is disrupted. Agree. Next. I find it hard to predict how others will react in social situations. Agree. Almost strongly agree, but agree. I'm comfortable with sudden changes in plans. Strongly disagree. I often take things literally and struggle with abstract comments. Neutral. I often feel that I am different. Obviously, strongly agree. I have specific interests that I am extremely knowledgeable about. Yes, the Nazi Empire. Next. I easily pick up on social cues and unspoken rules. Disagree. Rules is rules. You gotta know the rules. You wanna play the game, you gotta know the rules. I find comfort in repetitive behavioral rituals. Doesn't any religious person, I'm just going to agree. I often prefer factual conversations over emotional ones. Strongly agree. Find it easy to empathize with others. Agree. I sometimes find it difficult to know when it's my turn to speak in a conversation. Well, this is one of the supernatural elements of me. I don't think this is autism. I find it difficult to know when it's my turn to speak in a conversation. I will have maybe 15 answers by the time the person is done talking. When I start to talk, other people talk over me. This is why doing a vlog is such an important thing for me, because I get to speak. I don't get to speak to normal people. They talk over me as soon as I have something. It's like the only time they'll stop me in the corridor or on the street is if I'm wearing headphones. And then I'll be for the most banal conversation topic possible. I'll shoot it down and put my headphones back on. I have a strong sensitivity to textures, clothing, and food. Agree. I often analyze interactions to understand what went wrong. Strongly agree. I struggle to maintain eye contact while listening to somebody. I'm going to put the strongest disagree possible. People don't even look at my face most of the time I talk to them. They making eye contact while talking to somebody seems to be a foreign language over here. In fact, they talk about it like that. Do you know in Germany they try to make eye contact with you on the street? Whoa, really? I felt like moving there right there and then. I often miss social cues that others pick up on strongly. I'm going to just agree because they put them there, they take them away, blah blah. I prefer logical explanations over emotional ones. Agree. I get deeply interested in specific topics. Agree. Trouble making sense of unwritten social rules. Neutral. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I feel nervous when I'm talking to people I don't know well. I agree. I can quickly adjust my behavior in different social settings. Neutral. Neutral side of disagree, but neutral. I tend to take people's words at face value. Strongly disagree. I enjoy making eye contact when talking to someone. Strongly agree. I often repeat phrases or words I've heard before. Agree. No. No, you don't, Richard. This needs thought about. I often repeat words or phrases I've heard before. Do I do that? Not unless there's something to really tune in on, so I'm going to disagree. There's a few randoms who use it so subtly it's just them lying, so I struggle to make eye contact even when I try. Strongly disagree. I'm very detail oriented. Agree. I can comfortably talk to strangers. Strongly agree. I have a hard time dealing with uncertainty. Agree. I enjoy spontaneous plans. Agree. I often need alone time to cover for social interactions all the time, so strongly agree. I struggle to imagine how others feel. With regards to depression, yes. With regards to other things, no. I'm very empathetic. But if the world is depressed, talk about emotions. This is at the core of it, isn't it? I struggle to imagine how others feel. I have a different set of emotions that are somewhat more archaic and ancient than the typical personality. So answering this question is actually quite profound for me. This is just going to be another step along the way. But me struggling to imagine how others feel is quite profound for me. So I'm going to hit agree and think about it. I mean, I can see the sort of pathologies at work, figuring things out with each other and how a conversation is supposed to flow, but I'm not part of it. I'm over here observing the truth of the situation instead. I know what that's like. I know that's rare for people. But how others feel, and I can't imagine it. I wiped out my imagination as well. I don't have imagination anymore because it got in the way of truthful spiritual activity. True that it happens, not true in the information per se, but next question. I prefer to avoid eye contact in most situations. I often feel like I am different from others in how I think and perceive things. What do you think? I can quickly pick, I said strongly agree, of course. I can pick up on other people's moods. Agree. More than I like to talk about usually. In creative and abstract thinking, strongly agree. Feel uncomfortable when I'm in the group, but not actively participating. Whoa, when I'm in a group but not actively participating, that's extremely uncomfortable. I strongly agree with how uncomfortable I feel. This is like the last page of questions. No way. I often struggle to interpret figurative language or metaphors. Like, disagree. I prefer logical explanations over emotional reasoning every single time. Strongly agree. Finish. Congratulations. You have completed the autism test. Now I say, give me the answers. We are analyzing your answers and preparing your autism level report. This is what we wanted. This is why we did all that. Your autism report is ready. Fantastic. Gain insight, identify strengths and weaknesses, what makes you feel understood and empowered. Wow. So it only costs $1.95. Cry me a river, Richard. But oh my goodness. I'm actually doing it for 7 days. I get this. I can send it to my friend or friends. I can send it to my family or families. You want to factor? You want to factor out? I'm delaying here over a personality test. I'm just reading about it. Skip. Skip. I came here for an autism test, not gonna lie. So, this is it. Thank you for your purchase. Your autism level is level 4. High autism threat. High autism traits. Do you like your autism test and your results? No. Thanks for your feedback. We'll work on making it better. Click below to see your access report. Your report. Whoa, I'm very autistic. Whoa, flip. Let's go through this. This is. Did I get a print off of this? I'll just read the conclusion. There's going to be a lot of silence of me reading these by myself, but your score in the high autism traits range suggests autism-related characteristics significantly shape your daily experiences. While you may face challenge in social interactions, sensory processing, and adaptability. You also possess unique strengths such as deep analytical thinking, strong pattern recognition, and a preference for structure. By understanding what environments and strategies best support you, you can create a lifestyle that plays to your strength while minimizing discomfort. With the right tools and accommodations, you can thrive in both personal and professional areas. I feel that way too, but goodness, you should see I'm past the mid level. I'm not in the red level, but I'm level 4 with 331 points. I'm not far off from being very autistic. That level 4 high autism flip. That's like that's way more than I thought it would be. Ugh. Sorry guys, no feel good ending for me. Um, don't get to end. I don't get to end on a high note, but I get to end on a high autistic trait.